Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the last episode we gained access to a boat and the world map and went around to explore a few places. As is traditional in games of this type, there is one place that seems to be optional, at least at this stage in the plot, but can be visited early to fight some high-powered monsters for substantial experience gains. I explored that place for a while and fought just enough monsters to get an idea of what's there and what skills are available. This did give me some levels and a nice gain in AP, so I should just take a look at what's available for each character to learn next. Amanda could wait until she can get level 2 elementals B, which is light and dark. At the moment Ivy can cast those but needs to charge up BP, which isn't always convenient, so that could be useful. Static is basically a percentage-based attack that hits all enemies, or I could give her various status attacks. It's a tricky decision, but this could be useful, so I'm going to hold off on deciding that for until she's got a bit more AP. Vince has 200, and in fact there are more things he can learn on his list. This must be at level 30. So draw physical makes him the target of physical attacks, presumably so that I could give him things like auto shield to make those attacks less potent. It's not a bad idea. There's also a draw magical. Stamina increases one ally's maximum HP, presumably only for the one battle, but still, that is a very nice idea. Increasing maximum MP, not so much. Only Harley and Amanda care about MP at all, and Harley just got half MP cost equipped. Reversal damages an enemy based on damage taken. So presumably, if you've already taken an enemy down to half of its HP, that would hit it for the remaining half. That could be useful, especially as Vince doesn't have anything that does damage directly, except for his physical attack. And Outrage is available, but I'm not interested. So everything I could be interested in for Vince, I'd have to wait on. Still, we have some idea. Leanna's up to 480, but now that I know that characters get more skills at level 30, I definitely want to wait for Leanna and Tara to hit level 30 to decide about them. Alicia's not far off either, and just possibly she might get something that would allow me to put her 1200 AP to use. That leaves Harley to look at. He's already level 30, and the only new thing is Revivia revives a fallen ally with full HP. Several times so far I've tried to revive a character, and because this revives them with fairly low HP, especially compared to the Phoenix Tears item, they've just been killed off straight away. So that would be immensely useful. I think I would even go for that over Full Cure. But that costs, both of those cost 1000 AP, so the decision is some way off. I'm much less interested in this because Vince has just learned it. Vince's equivalent doesn't remove all statuses, just Darkness, Silence, Sleep and Psycho, but that's still a very nice skill. In particular, that doesn't heal poison, but poison is the one thing for which I have an absolute ton of the item that removes it. So, Amnesty, Dispel, Shield and Aura could be useful, but are they really going to be useful enough to justify spending that much AP on them and delay learning Full Cure or Revivia? I think not. So, in any case, the decisions for Harley and Vince must wait, and for the other characters I want to wait. Now, we were chasing the cult to Taspia, and I don't think we have any clues about where they went next. But Alicia asked us to come back here to Sturgis, to her hometown, and have a look around. So that's what I'm going to do. Before I go south, let's look in this building. Is that a transient? No, it's one of these. We've fought this before, so I'll do this off camera. Well, I discovered that those monsters can heal themselves, but still a pretty easy fight once you start with a couple of split attacks. But this is something new. Couldn't steal, but they do have something. Okay. Well, wait, not first tier. Although I did finish the Heta shell off with a first tier fire because its HP was just that low. Since we don't know these guys' HP yet, let's hit them with a split attack. Scan. Well, so far they're not really doing much. Okay, its HP is very low now, so let's try to get that steal. Voodoo Doll. Now, actually I think we have seen that already. Weak Thunder, of course, because they are mechanical. Ooh, and I survived that with 11 HP. Should get Ivy and Vince in just so that everyone's had a turn. This is such an easy monster. Well, maybe monster isn't the right word. Such an easy enemy. Unless it has other attacks that I haven't seen yet. And in spite of being extremely easy, we still get a good amount of experience and AP from that. And 2 more characters leveled up, Amanda to level 30, so let's look at what she could learn with sufficient AP. So this is the new stuff. Absorb drains HP. No, I think those were already on the list. I just didn't bother learning them yet. And I'm not sure I would ever bother with Osmosis. Flare, powerful non-elemental magic. Not really all that interesting. so it's entirely possible that I was wrong in my first judgment about AP, and that everyone will be able to get all the things that are interesting by the end of the game, or by the end of the full game when it's complete. I really don't know how much is remaining in... green chest. So this... No, it's a hyper potion. I thought Namida was going to follow the convention of the different coloured chests, always presenting an alternative like the one we saw in the Metastasy, but... okay, we've seen 3 of these things before. The second one from the left is new, so I'll see about Mystica. Nothing to steal. I'll cast Scan on that, and then I'll cast Scan, show you the results of the scan, and then cut to the end of the fight. Oh, that's this dungeon's cure casting enemy. So, as with the restore, probably try Tara's instant death attack on that. That's the result of scanning. Weak to dark. Other than that, pretty much normal. As for the other 3, the Breezy and Creeper, their steals are abilities for Ivy that she already has. The Stinger, I think it's an antidote, which I don't care very much about, but they can be sold. So I'll go ahead and steal that. And yeah, see you when the fight's over. The steal from the Stinger was a toxic bomb, not an antidote. So I used 8 of those up in a recent boss battle, so I'm glad to be replenishing my stock. Anyway, that's everything there is to see in there. This is one of those shadow... I got a mean deal for you, a rare ability, yours for just 60,000 KX. I have 4,000, so I'm going to have to refuse. Suit yourself. But the way this game's going, it's entirely possible I could raise that much money by fighting a few battles, stealing a few things, and selling a few things I don't need. So what's out here? Not much. We can't get into there, but what about that chest? Is that ladder the same one from the flashback? Slow shuriken. Now, oh, I forgot to mention this because I did it all off camera. But recently, everyone got their equipment upgraded except Alicia, who already had an upgrade, and Vince. So Vince is the only one whose equipment has, or rather whose weapon has never been upgraded since he first joined us. So Poison Shuriken. Right, I've just got the Slow Shuriken, so let's look at it. It's better in terms of strength. And yeah, it has the ability to inflict slow, whereas the other one would presumably be able to inflict poison. Slow seems more useful because it prevents the enemy taking as many actions, so I'm happy to go with that. There's a gravestone. Hello, Alicia's in my party at the moment, so how can she be there? This seems a fairly tranquil place. I don't have no encounters equipped at the moment, so it just happens that this is a place with no random encounters. Let's talk to Alicia first. I wish I had known everything. You can't blame yourself. No, if I had been just a bit more patient, I could have been there. Maybe things would have been different. The whole time I was in the underground, I felt that something was wrong. Ooh, so we're in the flashback now. That definitely calls for a separate save. No, I can't leave without the shard. So, from the little bit of flashback we saw last time, when she was 9 years old, Alicia was asked to go on her first mission as a trainee ninja, which was to get some red shard. This could be useful. We have a rope. And 12 potions. We should already... Yes, we already had... Well, we should already have had 7 potions because the king gave us them at the start of the flashback, but somehow we have 25. This, of course, I'll give to Alicia. So this is going to be a solo dungeon. That should be interesting. The bottle. I'll take it. Right, we don't get to find out what that is. Oh, she has sensor equipped. Can I scarlet her? Oh, and error that. That's a enemy that was in the very first dungeon of the game. But this we haven't seen before. Couldn't steal. Mini bomb. Great. I suspect I might end up going through those potions because I'm determined to get steals. Even though I think because we get a separate inventory for the flashback, we won't be able to take that with us into the main story. Oh, come on. Oops. I attacked it by accident. Still, there's one left, so I'll be able to find out what its steal is. No, I won't. I'm out of MP. And I have 2 elixirs. I'm not ready to use those yet. So there go 4 potions already. And let's. Oh, I'm not allowed to take sensor off. Come on, namida, that's just... if I put the rope here... There... I kinda had a bad feeling. Nah, it's nothing. Ooh, multiple ways to go. And yes, that is something. A pickaxe! Never know when this could come in handy. Guess I'll have to find a way to put it out. Yeah, I can't really do that with a pickaxe, I think. Great. And this is... I can fill the bottle here! Okay, so I can pour the water over those fires. Simple enough puzzle. If I pour water on here, now I can get through! Huh? It's probably nothing. What's this interesting rock formation? I wonder if I can break through with the pickaxe! Wow! The other one might be progress. This might be a secret. Is this it? No, it turned green. Come at me! Whoa. Okay. Oh, no MP. Gralliant. Now I want to... I'll damage it first. The pity I can't scan. I'll damage it and let it do some damage to me, and then use the elixir. Then it's not... Then I don't feel as bad about it. Hyper Potion. Excellent. But I'm going to have to use Potion Blossom. And now let's just try to outlast this thing. Don't think there's really much else I can do. HP is getting low, so take another Potion Plus. Oh. Okay, it can do that. I'll get back to that fight and see you there. So this time I've saved before beginning the encounter. I've also found out what the Aerobat Steel is, and it's just an ordinary potion, so it was not worth going for at all. Also, this time I've got this far without using up any potions. I only had one random encounter, and after that I knew I'd be able to reach the save crystal without any others, so I didn't bother healing up. Okay, got the hyper potion straight on. I can use the mini bomb, and I may as well. So anytime my HP gets to about 200, I'll use that. One thing I noticed that seems to be the case is that I can't level up during this flashback. I don't gain experience. Running out of those. I don't want to use up my only hyper potion. How much is it hitting me for per turn? 92, so there's no point in using an ordinary potion. Except when I have 2 turns in a row I could use 2 of them. But even so... I guess it's a strategy. Oh, I actually had got 3 turns in a row because using a potion is quicker than attacking. But then it casts Dark and wipes me out. I do not know how I can deal with that. That would have wiped me out even if I'd been at full health. So I can't change equipment in any way. Even removal doesn't work. These are my items. The aluminum cures darkness. I've got nothing that inflicts status on the enemy. Oh, I have a luck plus that I should have used already. But that's pretty much it. The only other thing I can do really is get lucky with stealing the hyper potion and use it in this fight. I'm reluctant to do that, but I may have to. And if I'm unlucky in stealing the hyper potion, I may as well let him kill me and restart, because that's just going to cost more potions, and I don't... the other thing I could do is go look for random encounters and see if any of them have potion plus as a steal, because it would be great to get more of them. So I'll do a little bit of exploring. No, I will not do exploring off camera. I'm first going to look at all the other rooms I have access to see whether any of them contains anything that would be helpful for that fight. More mini bombs, so that will let me pile on the damage more quickly. I'll go into the... Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I thought I want to go into the room and then come out to reset the encounter, or the step counter. And actually I do want to do that because I want to get at this chest. Yes, you already know how to put it out. So I guess we have to do this multiple times. No problem. Seems that room is small enough that we will usually not get an encounter there. Tonic. That is... Oh, gives one ally regen. That might be just what I need for that fight. I haven't yet found out what steel the rats have, but it's probably... it is just a small potion. Okay, I'll get through this and get back to the save point. So, I fought one more random battle just as an experiment. And I've checked that the so I fought one more random battle as an experiment, and I found that the Scarpeter's steel is a mini bomb. So I now have 4 of them, 2 from steels and 2 from the chest. The only other enemies seem to be the rats and bats, whose steel is an ordinary potion. So, I've been thinking about this. It looks like the only way to win this battle is to get through his entire HP before he uses Dark. So, I'm going to give myself regen so I don't have to waste turns on using potions. Use a mini bomb every turn until they run out, and then attack. I'm not even going to try getting the steel. This is a test run. If it works out, I can redo the fight and go for the steel. I haven't really looked at whether there's a fixed pattern in when he uses Dark. So his normal attack hits me for about 30, so I don't have to worry about using potions yet. Okay, so one option would be to just farm mini bombs and see if I can defeat him that way, but that would be a pretty boring option. So I'm going for the only other thing that I can do. He might be an undead, so using this on him might work. It certainly does damage him, and it damages him for much more than I could with my own attacks. So this might be the intended solution. I got him. Well, I have it. Better get out of here now. I'm really starting to get a bad feeling about things. Okay, I think we've got everything out of this dungeon, unless I wanted to farm mini-bombs, which, as I said, I really don't. I can sense it. Something's just not right. As we know, I was right to be worried. Sturgis had been attacked by the cult of Linares. By the time I came out, it was too late. The town was reduced to ruins. Everyone was dead. All that was left were cultists and guardians fighting. I just lost it. I couldn't handle seeing what had happened to my town, to my friends, my family.
Hey, who are you?
What the? You? Oh my gosh!
Just another nobody. Guess you can die too.
Ooh, consecutive boss fights. Cult warrior. I wonder if you're the same as the ones we've fought before. You don't seem all that strong. No, not strong at all. Biastia! No! Mitana! Mitana! She's still alive. Alicia! You're alive! I won't be. Please, avenge Scourges. What happened? Why are they here? The cult wants no! Mitana! I swear I'll kill them all! Can I go down here to save after that fight? Do I have to go back to get more water? Really? This is so silly. I mean, this should be a really dramatic moment, and I'm running back into a dungeon I've just cleared to get water. Okay, see you in a bit. No, it will not let me interact with that. But that would be a great way to hide a secret.
You won't stop us. We're going to find that shard.
The shard? Ah.
Yes. We already have two. Once we have them all, Lunaris will be free once again.
Linares? You destroyed my town! Everything! Over a fairy tale! It's the cult mage now. Okay. He could be a bit nastier. No, he went down easily.
You won't stop us.
Can't interact with him or him. That's 3 of them. You're going down! No, I'm not one of them. I'm one of the Guardians. You're both just 2 groups fighting over different sides of some legend. Trust me. Running away? What a wuss! So that's Yuki, one of the ones whose ghosts we met in the main story. I wonder if we are going to have to fight her.
Where's the shard?
Shut up and die! Really? Another cult mage? Last one was easy. If you're going to be annoying like that... Yep, I'm going to have to use the very same potion plus I just stole from you. That was a waste. What? I got an elixir out of the deal, so... Oh, there are random battles up here. And it's these guys. Okay, back here. Oh. You're going down! Listen, we're on your side. We came here when the cult was to attack. Well, when we heard the cult was to attack, we wanted to protect Sturgis, but we were too late. You're just as bad. It's all about some stupid fairy tale. Because of idiots like you who follow it, I've lost everything. Listen, it's not just a fairy tale. That's enough. You die now. I guess we have no choice but to defend ourselves, even if she's just a little girl. That's not true at all. The bridge is right behind you. You could just run. So, Yuki and Sasha. Oh great, couldn't steal. That means I'm going to waste lots of turns trying and probably regret it. Turbo boost. That is... haste. Yeah, may as well use that immediately because you put slow on me and I need to get out of this situation. Barrier. Should I use that in this fight? I'm going to hope I don't need it. Yeah, this becomes a lot harder once... Oh, wonderful. Once they put slow on me. I'm just going to have to use one of these elixirs. So we've got to take out Sasha first. Yeah, not even worth continuing this attempt, so I'll get back to that point. I somehow forgot I don't need to get back here. The save crystal is right next to them. Okay, so different strategy. Get Sasha's steel first, and then attack Sasha every turn. Should I use the barrier right now? I'm going to do that, because they are using a lot of physical attacks, and see whether that helps. Yeah, this would be a lot more painful without that barrier. Oh, they can both restore each other. Then I don't get how I'm meant to win this. Unless it's... Yeah, they've got to both go down at the same time, so I've got to do... Assuming their HP is similar to each other, I've got to do the entire fight with mini-bombs. Having used that gives me some breathing room, so I'll try to get your steel as well. I'll probably regret that decision very soon. Well, I got it. But mini-bombs just aren't doing enough damage. I mean, I could use the turbo boost, but what's the point when you can just take... Oh! And those cost MP. Wonderful. Okay, got to use an elixir. Well, it makes sense that it would be difficult to defeat two adults when I'm just a kid. But no, that was... I'm pretty sure that was the last one. Yeah. Okay then, I'll use the turbo boost and try physical attacks and almost certainly lose. I mean, at least with physical attacks I can damage them faster than they can heal, but it's the Phoenix tears that make this impossible. I would have to kill them both. Yeah, I'd have to kill them both at the same time with a mini-bomb. Oh no, they don't have unlimited Phoenix tears. Oh, maybe they do. So I'd have to get them down to low HP and kill them at the same time with a mini-bomb after paying close attention during the fight to find out exactly what their initial HP is. That sounds rather laborious, so I'm going to do that off camera. So I just did a bit more exploring to see if there was anything else I'd missed. If you talk to any of these, you get another battle with a cult warrior, and as soon as he's down, one steps in to take his place. So there's nothing particularly exciting here, and the Yuki and Sasha battle is necessary to make further progress. I've decided to cut out most of my attempts at this fight because I found it very frustrating, but afterwards I've had some thoughts about how the frustration could be improved, and I would rather make this a more positive episode by concentrating on constructive criticism. So the main puzzle of this fight is fine. You have both of the bosses can revive each other, so you have to get their HP low enough that you can finish both off at the same time with a mini-bomb. So the first problem is that you're doing about 300 damage per hit, and double that if you get a critical, which is unpredictable. But you're trying to get their HP down to a range of roughly 100, which is hard to do under that constraint. So one way to ease frustration would be to make the minibomb do more damage or give a higher powered damage item. You would have to check that this was still okay for the battle with that undead monster. The second problem is that Yuki casts slow, but as far as I know, I made a guess in my successful attempt that she would only cast slow once, so I waited until she'd cast it and then put haste on myself, and she didn't recast. Now I don't know if she will only ever cast slow once, and that was meant to be a puzzle. But the problem with that is that's just unlike everything else in the game. If the player sees a boss casting slow, the natural reaction is, okay, not much point putting haste on because they're just going to take it off again, so may as well save the haste item for a later fight, remembering that the player doesn't know that this is the last fight of the flashback. But the third and biggest problem is keeping track of the enemy's HP. The intended solution to this is to use sensor spheres, which are a possible drop from random encounters in the dungeon. But the problem is that the rooms in the dungeon are so small and there's no incentive to seek out random encounters. It's quite easy to come out, as I did, without getting a sensor sphere, and that means you have no way of knowing that it's even possible to get sensor spheres. So for a long time I was under the impression I just had to keep track of their HP manually, which, as you can imagine, is very difficult when as well as the damage you're doing, you have to take into account that they keep healing. In the end, I had an attempt where I ran out of mini-bombs and went back into the dungeon to get more, and that's how I discovered that it was possible to get sensor spheres. So that is absolutely something that needs to be fixed. Make sure the player has access to sensor spheres. Either put it in Alicia's starting inventory, or put some in a chest. You'd need at least 2 for definite for this fight, and it would also be helpful to have a third for the undead monster, just so it's easier to realise that there's absolutely no way you can get down his HP by normal means. Or you could have Sensor Sphere be a steal from a random encounter, because at least in my playstyle I always try to get steals just to discover what they are in case there's anything really good. Now I don't know whether other players would do that. So if you made it a steal, there is again the risk that players might just not find it. But Anyway, those are some ideas for how you could improve the fight. So I'm now going to cut back to footage of my successful attempt. Okay, we're trying this again. I went back into the dungeon and I got a second sensor sphere, so both of them have been sensed. Of course, if I get critical and one of them dies and then gets revived, then they're not sensed anymore, but at least this means I can see their HP at all times. I have also stolen the hyper boost haste item, whatever it's called, but not applied it because I want to turbo boost. I want to see if the slow status is something you only do once, and so waiting for slow and then putting haste on means I can keep haste permanently. Also, I found out that they do have different amounts of starting HP. So, yeah, I admit it was entirely on me that I made a wrong assumption there. Okay, I've got to be careful now because, yeah, one hit would finish her off. But now you've started to spam Bliss. I still don't know if there's a particular cue that makes that happen. At any rate, I am still under the haste status, so that is going to help. And that was a case where if I could easily have got a critical there or there. Well, I did get a critical, but I was lucky that it didn't finish her off, so this one has to not be a critical, and now I have to start spamming mini-bombs. Fortunately, the mini-bomb is quick, so I get to use it again immediately, and this should do it. Okay. Why did this have to happen? I swear, every last cultist and guardian is doomed. Everyone of Sturgis, I'm sorry. I will get revenge for all of you. Over time, I hunted down every cultist I could find, and every guardian. The cultists just kept increasing in number, but apart from Vince, I got all the guardians. Well, and Aisha. Kinda ironic that I only got the good guys, but I didn't know any better. That, and there were only 7 guardians and an infinite number of cultists. Or at least they infinitely respawn in certain parts of the game. It's the past. We have to move on. Yeah, I guess. Thanks for letting me come here. No problem. By the way, what happened to the shard? I still have it right here. I've held on to it this whole time. It's the only thing I have to remember the town. I guess it could be important. We really should start seeing what the cult are up to now. From the sounds of things, the shards are important to them. If we find those, we'll probably find the cult too. Come on, let's go. Are you not giving us any clues about where to go? These shards could be anywhere in the world. Well, I'm just going to save, and before ending the episode, I'm going to have a quick look at a couple of things. One is obviously this grave, which I've not looked at yet. Probably a monument to the people of Sturgis, but there doesn't seem to be any way I can interact with it. Okay. And the other thing is that over here I saw a ladder that I think was the same one Alicia climbed down in the flashback, so I wonder if I can enter this cave. I can. Wow, this place has changed. Supposedly 3 very strong monsters live in here somewhere. Okay, optional bosses. Can't get into there, so... doesn't look we can get back up if we go this way. No. I will have a look there next episode. Ooh, and we get Cave Obby and another thing. So let's see what steals they have. Remedy? I don't think we've even seen those yet. I could be wrong. Let's switch Vince in and have him excel the party. That got rid of one of them. Crawler, nothing to steal. And they have an instant death attack. Well, I have 10 of these. I hope I'm not going to get through them all this battle. The potion pluses really, they're outclassed right now. Okay, got your remedy as well. I'm just going to use dispatch. I really don't care about your crippling strike, but I want to revive everyone with MP rather than... Okay, I have scanned this one. Oh, wonderful. I mean, okay, I'll use another Phoenix Tears. They're not that expensive. And this party would be fine, but I'm not sure whether Liana's been in this battle at all. Okay. Oh wow, 2,600. That's yeah, let's get out of here. I do want to have a look at that cave that we can't get back from if we jump down. But this episode has gone on for quite long enough, so that will have to wait until next time. See you then.